At the end of 2022, I felt like I got caught up in a routine and kept moving on autopilot. There was work and other responsibilities. On top of that, there is so much uncertainty in the world. Honestly, traveling helps me a lot to unwind and get some clarity, so I figured I needed to take advantage of the winter and experience the season to the fullest. I went hiking in the Ural Mountains in the Perm Region of Russia, and I was really looking forward to get inspired by nature, meet new people, and learn about myself. Good morning. Today is our first day of hiking. It's 9 a.m. We will walk 5 kilometers there, and today is not very cold. It's maybe -5 or 10 degrees Celsius, so it's a nice weather. I'm a little bit nervous because I've never hiked in the winter, but I hope I can do it. We started our hike before the sunrise at about 8 in the morning. We just wanted to be at the mountain by ourselves for a while and take presence in the moment, so we needed to arrive there well before other tourists. It's so nice here, there are no people around and it's so quiet and not very cold. Wow, just look at this river. So beautiful. You know, this place that we are going to now is quite famous in Russia because there is this one film. It's called Geograph Globus Propel, and there is a well-known scene with this beautiful landscape that was shot right in this spot. So that's kind of cool. And it started snowing. So beautiful. Just look at this. The natural attraction we went to is called the Usvinsky Pillars. Somewhere in the middle of the wild taiga, there are rocks on the bank of the Usva river. To be honest, I was a little scared to go up there. Even though the Ural Mountains are absolutely magnificent, they seemed a bit cold and hostile in all of this snow. Later, I found out that these rocks used to serve as a shelter to ancient people. There is a grotto here where researchers found signs of a Paleolithic settlement. There were remains of a signal fire and animal bones there. It's just amazing how frighteningly powerful and at the same time protecting nature has always been. You know, climbing uphill is not easy. I hate it. And now when it's snow everywhere, it's even harder. I don't know if it's harder to climb in the desert or in the snow, but I will do it, I know. Such a beautiful sunrise. It was really hard to climb here, but it was worth it. You know, it's also a big contrast because just a couple of days ago I was at home and we were celebrating the New Year and it was just a lazy time with a lot of food, and now I'm hiking here in the winter forest. Yeah,
These landscapes, they make me feel so inspired. You know, it's so different from what I see in the city. And I think that for me, like it's very important to get out of the city once in a while to see and experience all of this. Just look at these beautiful trees. This one looks like an old lady or something. It's like a fairy forest. Wow, can you see this? It's amazing. One has decorated a tree for the New Year's, and these are actually Soviet toys. They were made in the Soviet Union. They're like vintage. It's so cool that they put them here. You know, my dad has toys like this from his childhood. He has a cone like this one, and also a cupcake. So many treasures that you can find in the forest. Soviet vibes, as always. I decided to take a minute and just chill here, look at the mountains, appreciate them one more time, and also eat a candy. And you know, like it's so nice to be here in the snow. It actually brings back a lot of memories from my childhood. I remember this feeling when I would wake up in the morning, look out of the window and see the first snow. I think that every kid in Russia gets very excited when they see first snow or snow in general. And I remember that with my friends, we used to spend so much time outside playing in the snow, and we had so many games. We would spend hours on the street, and my parents had to force me to go back home, but I really didn't want to. And I think that all kids, they don't want to go home when there is so much beauty. And here I feel like a kid again, a little bit. Now, when I'm here alone in the forest, very far away from my group, this memory comes back to my mind of last winter when I was in Perm. I actually have a video about it. And we were walking in the forest and we saw some paw prints that apparently were made by a wolf. So I hope I will not see anything like that again here. But I think that wolves will not come here. I hope, because, you know, there are tourists who walk here all the time. You know, it's funny, I'd say that Russian people are not super friendly when you meet them on the street. Like, they will not say hello or even thank you or sorry sometimes. But here, when you hike, it's some magic. Everyone becomes very friendly, maybe because the path is very narrow and you have to walk very closely if your paths cross with other people, and everyone says hi. And everyone is smiling. I just like it. You know, when you hike, the atmosphere is very different. But in the city, there are a lot of people who are irritated and not friendly, obviously. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте. Здравствуйте, здравствуйте. Привет. This is not a very easy hike. At the beginning it was very enjoyable, but now, yeah, I'm a little exhausted, but I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think we're almost there.
After our hike, we drove to a little town called Gubakha. It's an industrial place where they produce chemicals and other things. There is also a big ski resort there. We just wanted to see what life in this Ural town is like.
We're going to the main museum of this town. It's dedicated to, I think, the history of this region and to its culture. Well, I have no idea what to expect, but why not? Let's check it out.
As part of our cultural program, we went to the local history museum. Surprisingly, it was super interesting. They talked about the prehistoric ages when there used to be an ocean here. From what I gathered, the residents of Gubakha also take pride in their coal industry. In 1825, first coal was found here, and the first mine at it was laid. I've learned so much about this and even tried on a miner's costume. There also was this Soviet nostalgia exhibition where we learned about the life in this town back in the days. We went on to explore the outskirts of the town, where we visited a movie set. The Land of Legends, a Russian epic fantasy film, was shot here. It was a great success in the cinemas all over the country last year. Seems like many artists and film directors get inspired by these harsh but bewitching landscapes. I like this atmosphere. There is this fake Orthodox church. There is a raven, I think. And also in the background, beautiful mountains and the smoke from factories. Here there is a huge ski resort and people are coming from different parts of Russia to ski here. That's really cool. It's a lively place. I just really like the view. Look at this factory. And this is the ski resort. And there is this not so pleasant smell coming from the factory. Well, I guess if you spend a lot of time here, you get used to this smell. While we were traveling to our next location in the Urals, I was reflecting on what I'd seen. Frankly, I'd been anticipating meeting no people at the mountain. It was the 2nd of January and normally people in Russia are still celebrating the New Year on this day and chilling at home. But I was surprised that so many people showed up there. They hiked in the cold, climbed the mountains, and did all of these crazy things. I guess now I can see why. For me, it was really therapeutic to be in the wild, surrounded by the endless forests and the snow. There is something magical about the winter. What do you think? Anyway, thank you so much for being here with me today and for supporting my channel. Have a great day. Bye.